All right, and we are live. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to
Hey.
another episode of the Disney. What is it? Disney Talk Thursdays. I'm Walt.
I'm Melissa.
Hope everybody's having a great Thursday night. I know we are. We have a big week personally for us, and let me turn off the sound here. It's been a busy week. I can't help it. We've got a lot going on. Busy week personally for us. Our youngest is graduating from high school tomorrow night. So we got a lot going on, but we didn't want to miss you guys.
My mom is here, and I'm leaving her downstairs on the couch, and she has to watch the stream. So, Mom, say hi. I know you're here somewhere.
Well, welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great week. We are getting closer and closer to our trip. We're about 77 days out, and we're getting really, really excited. And when we first came about tonight, we were like, what are we going to talk about? And we're like, I don't know what we're going to talk about. So I said, well, I'm going to put it out to everybody out there in Twitter and everything. And Donna Jaworski, God bless her soul, who's in here, said, why don't you talk about character dining and like show dining, dinner shows. I was like, great idea. So that's what we're going to do tonight. But before we get to that, let me say hi to a few people in the chat. And there she is. What are you laughing at?
Steve.
No, I didn't see what he said. Donna, welcome in. Steve, welcome in. Jelly's Journeys, thanks for being here. Ray J, welcome in. Good to see you. John, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Speaking of character dining, I went to Akershus by myself, which was a bit weird at first.
Oh, funny.
Because it was nice to be able to meet the princesses without queuing. That's funny. That's good. What's Steve saying congratulations for?
For Mason graduating.
Oh, thank you. Janet, welcome in. There she is.
There's my mama.
G. Wilson, welcome in. Good to see you. The Overlord. It's Jacob.
Oh, hey, Jake.
Jacob, how are you? Pete McDevitt, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. My Disney Park Memories, Brandy and Dave, Charlton Carter, everybody, welcome in. Andrea Houston, good to see you. Everybody, thanks for being here. We definitely appreciate it. It's a little bit closer and closer and closer to the trip. And we have, I think we went over it on our last show. We went over our dining, what we had. And hey, Greg's Disney Adventures, welcome in. Hey, Robin, how's Disney World treating you?
Dreamer
Deborah, welcome in. Good to see you all. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Couple quick shout outs. Let me just say, obviously, we want to thank Dean over at theliveplace.com, Dreamers Empire, for hosting our show. He does family-friendly live streams throughout the week that he hosts. Monday through Sunday, you can find a live stream for sure. I can't stand that dog sometimes.
He's starting already, guys.
He's starting already.
It's
but
hot here.
Check out the livestream.com for sure. You can find family-friendly streams. He's fantastic. Obviously, our two partner channels, we have Steve at Steve's World, who's in here, and Dan at Disney Dan, who's probably fast asleep over in the UK. But they are great channels as well. Of course, Steve has been featured all week in my community spotlight, and I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Today's the last day for Steve, but that doesn't mean you guys have to stop. Please keep supporting him, watch his videos. And next week, we have a new person who I will talk about at the end of the stream.
Oh, hello and goodbye, Dougie.
And let me say hi to a few. Hey,
yes,
Dougie, welcome in, buddy.
Here, Captain Akron.
Yep. Shep family, welcome in.
Shep family. Oh, I missed you. Sorry, Shep family.
Samantha
Ryan.
Lowe's here. Yep. Good to see you. Thank you. Popping in. Dougie, we appreciate that, buddy. I know it's late for you. Thank you for popping in, bud. I appreciate that.
I was telling my mom about you and want her to hear your accent. She's on with us tonight. Oh, my goodness.
Jacob, you didn't have to do that. Thank you, buddy. That was very nice of you.
Thanks,
you certainly did not have to do that, but we appreciate that, pal.
Aww.
Very much. We appreciate that. Let's see. James Garcia, welcome in. There's Jeff. Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
With Dad. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Kathleen Robinson, good to see you. Oh, we got a lot of people in here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here. But we have a really good stream tonight. I think we're going to talk a lot about character dining. And it's really funny, as we were looking at all the character dinings that are out there, we've actually done a lot of them.
Yeah, I was surprised. We've done a whole lot more than we haven't done. That's for sure.
It was more than I had thought, because for some reason, and we probably are missing some that maybe are at some of the resorts that we haven't really thought about, but ones that are mainly in the parks, I think we've hit most of them. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about each one of them, what we liked about it, maybe what we didn't like about it, and kind of give you guys some tips as to maybe it might be one for you and your family as well. I always say this, and I think you'll agree. All of the character dining are family friendly. They're for everybody.
Oh, thank you, Pete. And thanks for being with us so late. You didn't have to do that.
Pete, thanks very much, buddy. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Everybody, please thank Pete and Jacob, the Overlord, for their super chats. They certainly didn't have to do that. It's very generous.
Awesome.
Thank you guys very, very much. But Yep. And Shep, you guys, I apologize. Steve, you too. I missed your stream last night. My apologies. I'll be sure to go back and watch the replay. So I hope you guys had fun with that. Steve, thank you for that as well. I appreciate it. He's trying to, Steve and them are trying to get me to 1,500 or get us to 1,500 subs so that I can ride Tower of Terror. And we're not there yet. We're still 71 subs away. So you never know. We might not make it.
Charlton says he's never seen the appeal of character dining, so he's interested to hear this. So
well, you know,
we can convert you.
I understand. I get your point of view with that. And Charlton, please don't take this the wrong way, but do you, if you don't mind my asking, do you have kids? Let me ask you that. And let me ask you, do you like character meet and greets? Because to me, character dining is the same thing as a meet and greet, except you're eating.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
But food makes it that much better. Oh, thank you,
Greg DisneyWorld Adventures.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Greg Disney Adventures. I'm sorry. Greg, thank you very much. You're amazing too, buddy. We definitely appreciate that. Everybody, please thank Greg for that $10 super chat. But you didn't have to do that, but thank you. We're very, very, very grateful. Steve says, I would still push for you hard even though there wasn't a prize for me. So I guess me riding Tower of Terror is a prize for Steve.
It's a prize for a lot of people out there, I think. Because a lot, Brandy and Dave.
I know everybody wants to know.
Oh
my gosh, it's so funny.
For those of you who don't know, Walt promised that if we got to 1,500 subscribers by the time we go to Disney in August, he would ride Tower of Terror, which he hasn't done in like 8 years.
Yeah, at least 8 years.
It's terrifying.
It's been a long time. Yep.
I'm not going.
Yep. No.
If we get to 2,000 subscribers, I'll go with you.
That's not going to happen by
I know,
August.
that's why I'm saying it.
Yeah, Jelly's Journeys makes a good point. She says character dining is fun, something you got to do at least once. I tend to agree. I enjoy the character dining experiences, but if it's something that you haven't tried, I would recommend you do it. Try it. You may like it. If you like the character meet and greet experience, I think you'll like character dining.
Yeah, it really depends on what you like best about your Disney trip.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many things that we like to mix it up. So I can't really say that, oh, character's my favorite or this is my favorite. It's all a big package for us. And I'm sure starting out, because our kids were little when we first started going, you know, that's why we like the character experiences. But I can honestly say some of the characters I like meeting myself just as much.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Kids. Oh, I agree.
It depends who it is and when and the situation. But like if you go to a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party and you get to meet characters you haven't met before, I get really excited about that. You know,
no, I agree.
So does Walt. So, you know, especially when it's something it's not a regular everyday person.
Right. And G. Wilson says they mainly did the character dining for their child. I totally get that. I totally get that. Most of us do. We enjoy the character interaction. I like it. It's one of those must-dos for us when we go on the trip. For me, to do it while I'm dining is kind of like icing on the cake. For me, that's just my opinion. But Charlton, I would say definitely try it. I think you were the one that said you hadn't tried it and didn't get the appeal. I would recommend you try it one time. I think they're fun. I really do.
Charlton puts hashtag Mouse Talk 2K.
There you go. They're trying to see. You said it.
I know. You'll have to probably physically drag me and chain me down, but I said I would do it, and I will.
Yeah, you will.
By August.
And Pete, Tusker House is one we've done, and we're going to talk a little bit about Tusker House in a little bit. But I agree. I really like the character. Some of the dining experiences we haven't been the best, but the character experiences have put them over the top. Wouldn't you agree?
Right.
So that's part of it too. That's the other thing I really like. Hey, Holly, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. I've done character dining with just adults. It's great. Love it. I agree, Dreamer Deborah. I can't say that. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Hey, Patrick, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Jelly says I had stopped meeting characters on my trips, and this last one, my family wanted to see the mice, and I almost cried when I saw them again.
Aww,
see, yeah,
the mice.
Oh my gosh, you don't usually get to see the mice at all. Gus and them. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's great.
I've never met them, Joey.
Yes, we have.
We have?
Long time ago, we did.
Oh, I don't remember.
All right, let's keep going here. But I do want to talk about each and every one of them because, yeah, G. Wilson, you can definitely rate your character experiences, and that's kind of what we're going to do. The first one I want to touch on is the one we did the most recent, and that to me, well, was, not to me, is Tusker House. We did Tusker House with our last trip. It was the first time we had ever done Tusker House. We had never done it before. It's over at Animal Kingdom. It's Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, all in their safari outfits,
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite. I'm pretty sure I can say the same for you.
Yeah, and I don't know what it was. I don't know why I was kind of disenchanted by it. I feel bad because then everybody said how great the food was, how this, how that. We've done Boma before. It kind of reminds me of Boma, but I liked Boma better. Maybe too because it had better food selection to me, and you get to meet those particular characters at a lot of different character dining experiences, and I liked that they were in their safari outfits and stuff like that. It was very cool, but I'd rather do Boma and do a character experience somewhere else. And I think we're in the very low percentage of people that
minority
agree
for
with
sure,
that.
absolutely.
And maybe it was just the particular experience we had. I remember, wasn't it really loud?
It was very,
there too?
and it was busy, and it took a while for some of the characters to come around.
Yeah.
That was part of the problem. Is we had finished eating, and we still hadn't seen two of the characters, so we had to wait around for those characters to get there. So it kind of took a little bit away from the experience for us, but it was good. But for the amount of money we paid, we wanted the experience to be a little bit better.
And that's one of the... Hi, Arjon.
Hey, Richard. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Everybody say hi to Arjon's. The legend is here.
And that's one of the things I don't like about the buffet style character dining too, is that if you want to go up and get more food, you take that chance of possibly missing the character, or you're hesitant to get up and get more food if you see a character in the vicinity. Sometimes I feel like it can take away from the experience.
I use this a lot. I always say a prisoner to this, a prisoner to that. You're almost a prisoner to the characters at a buffet because you're afraid if you get up, you're going to miss them because they might come by. So that's, I understand what you're saying there. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, so I enjoyed, but we enjoyed.
I do that all the time, so I can't say anything.
We enjoyed Tusker House. We recommend everybody try it at least once, but it wasn't our most favorite. But I love seeing the characters in their safari. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah,
That's what I really did like.
I did enjoy that.
Yeah,
it
was different. You don't usually get that. So that was really, really nice. Now, one of the other ones we've done, and this one's been a while, we haven't done this one in a while, and that was Crystal Palace.
Yeah, that has been a little while. And we did
another buffet.
I think I would much rather do a breakfast here. I kind of liked some of the vlogs I've watched with the morning experience, but I really enjoyed the character experience with this. I don't really remember the food that much. So for me, obviously, and I'm a foodie, if I don't remember the food, it probably wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything to write home about either. I think it was just basic. But I remember meeting Pooh and Tigger and Eeyore and I enjoyed that.
Yes.
And I remember it too because that actually was right around my birthday, and they brought me a birthday card, a little cupcake with a candle.
Yes.
And I enjoyed that because you don't get to meet those characters really anywhere else.
No, not at all. Except over by the ride.
Yes, you can occasionally meet like Pooh or something, but not all of them.
Right.
And they're not some of the standard characters you're going to meet in the park. So that I do like about it very much. But I really want to do breakfast.
Yeah, I'll say this. First off, Reggie, you're right. It is kind of awkward when they come around. You got food in your mouth. That's exactly true. But I'll say this about Crystal Palace: gigantic venue. That building is really, really big. I like it, but it can house a lot of people, and that too is another one of those places where it can get kind of loud. But I enjoyed Crystal Palace. I agree with most. I want to try it for breakfast one time.
They have an omelet station.
Right, that's why.
Well, C&G Wilson said his daughter missed Tigger, but the cast members made sure that she got to meet him. So that's good. The cast members do tend to make sure they go out of the way. But again, it is hard when you're missing ones, and it might be your favorite one. So that's not fun.
Yeah, and Donna says she enjoyed Crystal Palace a lot, and the buffet is easier to navigate, which it is.
It is.
But she also said that she thought dinner was better than breakfast.
Oh, okay.
As far as food goes.
Now,
so that's interesting.
Is dinner the same as lunch, I'm thinking?
So I don't know.
Like
that's
I said,
a good question.
It was a while back. I just don't remember anything standing out in my head like, oh, that was amazing. I think it's your standard American fare, corn, probably fried chicken, mashed potatoes, pastas, different things. I'm sure it's good. I don't remember it being bad.
Jacob, yes, Mason has joined some of our streams before. Yes, he absolutely has.
He has come in and he did one with me one time. Walt made me do this alone. So I've dragged Mason in with me. He did. He made me. And Mason came in and did it with me because I don't like being alone. And did some character impressions and stuff like that. So
yep. Steve, we're just talking about character dining, buddy. We did Tusker House already, and now we're talking Crystal Palace. What we like or maybe don't like about each and every one of those experiences that we had. I really can't say I didn't like anything about Crystal Palace. I really enjoyed the experience. The food is, it's good. It's not oh my God, fantastic food, but it was good. We enjoyed it. It would be an experience we would definitely do again. So G. Wilson says the food was meh, but the character experience was not top notch.
That's what I feel like.
But you're going to get that at most of these. I think most of these character dinings is not necessarily about the food. It's about the experience.
Right.
Now, the food's part of the experience, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's the focal point.
It depends. Because I think we'll get to more.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
But I think the majority of them, it's not the focal point. I mean, it's just my opinion. I don't think it's a focal point. Yeah. Very few character dining experiences do the people come out of there talking about the food first.
Right.
They normally they don't. That's not the first thing that's coming out of their mouth. Now, if the food was amazing enough, it would be. I mean, my opinion. But yeah, and Dreamer Deborah, we're going to get to that one. It is tough to get that. And actually, you know what? We'll go to that one next. You're talking about Cinderella's Royal Table. We've done that
twice.
Twice?
For breakfast.
Wasn't 3 times?
No, it was twice. And both times was breakfast. I think at this point, I almost wish we had done a dinner. Again, for us, it's the experience that really makes that. My mom could probably even comment. You went with us to that one, Mom, so if you have any opinions on that, mention it. But I think it's something that everybody should do at least once, especially if you've never been to Disney.
And if you have girls.
Yeah.
And we don't. And we've done it twice with the boys.
Yeah. Being in that castle is just amazing. And all the interaction with the different princesses that come around are second to none. The food is fine. I think the price that you pay for it, especially for breakfast, comparatively just makes it kind of pale. Right. You are getting, juices and coffees and teas, and you're getting a basket of like pastries, an entree, fruit. It's not that it's bad. It's just that it's breakfast, and breakfast really isn't an expensive meal. It shouldn't be, but it normally is. Pete, that's funny. Pete said he shared a cookie with Arjans in high school. He calls it a character experience. That's awesome. That's fantastic.
I think it's all depending upon the person too when it comes to the food. Because when we went our 2 times to Cinderella's Royal Table, the food was good. But again, it wasn't the first thing I remember. What I remember is the experience. Going inside the castle, meeting the princesses who are all fantastic, eating inside there. It's beautiful inside. Walking up inside. That is what I remembered about it. Now, Dreamer Deborah says food at Royal Table is amazing. Expensive, yes, but dinner there is great. All those princesses and a wand.
I have a wand.
Yep. And I have a sword.
I still have
Little girls love it in the castle environment. Wow. I agree.
That is very true.
It's a wow experience overall. I highly recommend it to everybody. But if they're going to ask me, how's the food? I'm going to say it's fine.
But we haven't tried dinner. And I think you will get more for your money for dinner because of what you're getting. The quality of the food was great. Don't get me wrong. But breakfast is breakfast. There's only so much you can do with eggs and bacon and whatever. And it's not like the portions are gigantic either. Right. So it's all about the experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right, G. Wilson. Absolutely. It is something I highly recommend to everybody. You have to do it once. You have to try it. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, which I don't think they do lunch. Do they?
It might just be breakfast and dinner.
I think it might be just. I still highly recommend you do it. It's a great experience.
You're welcome, Jake. If I'd known what it was sooner, I would have subscribed sooner. We'll subscribe to you with Mouse Talk too later.
Yeah. Dinner is the best at Royal Table. We might have to try that one time. I would like to eat in there at night to see what it's like in there at night. See if maybe we can get dinner maybe while the fireworks are going on or something. Yeah. I do want to try that experience at night. To be able, first off, because I want to try it, and second off, I want to be able to say we tried it. I know that sounds dumb, but I do. I really do.
I feel like we're practicing to be in Florida tonight. It's like 92 out.
Yeah, we don't have our house.
Have central air.
Our house is very old. You have too much information. I know. TMI. We don't have central air. Our house is was built in the 20s. So everything we have window air conditioning.
But not in this room.
Not yet. That's why if you look behind me, you see the fan going directly on us. So if Melissa and I are sweating, you know why. It's like 86 degrees here, which is in Florida weather. I get it.
But it was 90-something.
Yep, it was.
I have a headache.
Thank you, Donna, for that. I appreciate that. Speaking of, as the train goes by, there goes the Hogwarts Express, everybody.
No, it's the Disney train.
The Disney train, sorry. Speaking of Chef Mickey, that is another one that we've done. Only did it once, though, so far. And you're right. It is an extremely hard reservation to get. Look, Cinderella's Royal Table is really hard to get. This one's hard. Hey, Kay.
Hey, Kay.
Kay Atwood, welcome in. Good to see you. It is. It's really hard to get. But again, I enjoyed this one. But again, it's about the experience.
Steve, glad you cleared that up. Thought you were just nervous. We're live.
Exactly.
Oh,
Jacob,
stop.
something. You didn't have to do that. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate that very much.
I know where you live.
Yeah, Maryland humidity does stink, Pete. You're exactly right. And I know you know. I sympathize. There you go. Charlton Carter knows exactly what we're talking about. Thank you, Jacob Overlord, for that. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
So
but Chef Mickey's, great experience. We did it once. We did it on our last day of that trip, if you remember. We went there for our last day, and it really was a nice pick-me-up for the last day because you're depressed anyway because you're leaving that day. It was a good day. I enjoyed it. Food, again, it's a buffet, was good. It was good.
a lot of choices.
Yes.
That's the one thing I do like about Chef
that's
Mickey's.
a good synopsis.
Any kind of breakfast item you are looking for, and now I know they also have brunch, they have dinner. You name it, it's there.
Dream of
Just
Deborah.
look for it.
I'm sorry. Yes, it is loud. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's perfect. You got to get them while they're coming through. But you're right, it is loud.
But you were saying about options and everything.
But it's so funny. Walter, our oldest, I think all he ate when he was there was cereal and bagels. Remember, he kept going back and getting bagels. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Well, that's the key, Steve. That's exactly right. I agree with you 100%. The food at Chef Mickey's is good, borderline subpar. Yeah. I agree. But the characters are so great that you want to go back. I mean, you said it yourself. You've been there 3 times. So even though the food's been subpar, you go back. Why do you go back? You're going back for the experience. Not only that, you're eating inside the Contemporary. You get to see the monorail go by you right over top of you, which is really cool, too. The character and experiences there, the interactive part of it is fantastic. I think it's a really good... Again, it's another one of those must-dos.
And Steve's never been for breakfast, and he's been 3 times. I think sometimes breakfast, because when you're in a place that has more subpar food, sometimes it's safer to do breakfast.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's a lot harder to mess up Mickey waffles, bacon, sausage, eggs.
I agree.
Bagel, cereal, pastries. So sometimes the breakfast prices are a little cheaper too for character experiences. So if you're looking to save a couple bucks and still have the experience, in that sense, breakfast can be a better option.
Yep. Chef family's going to Chef Mickey's on Sunday. Lucky them. They're going to Disney.
Oh,
have fun, Chef.
Yeah.
You guys are going to have a good time.
Send us pictures.
That's going to be great. Hey, Jim, more sunshine, please.
Hey,
we were just saying how cloudy it is outside.
And here you
and we were like, we need more sunshine, please. And here you are. I'm going to say that for forever. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Jim, by the way, everybody, those who haven't gone out and checked it out, go check out Jim's stream from, I think it was Tuesday. He streamed from Epcot. Great job, Jim. Good job, buddy. It was
Jim
really
is
good.
Funny. You got to check out
Lots
his
of
channel.
fun. Yep, for sure. Dreamer Deborah says, during the holidays, we did Minnie's Holiday Bash in Hollywood Studios. We saw that. We did see that when we were looking at all the different dining options. I love their outfits and their interaction. Food was good, not great. Yep.
Oh.
I think that's an overlying theme.
Yes.
Yep. Wow, Chef's down there until next Thursday. Good for you, buddy. Have fun.
Yeah, and that's at Hollywood and Vine, which we'll get to, too. That's where that Minnie's Bash is. They do change the themes up depending on the time of year. They'll do Halloween and Christmas and things like that for some of their dining experiences.
Absolutely. Yep. I agree. Let's see. Chef Mickey's is good, though. I really enjoyed it. Talking about character experiences, it's one of the better ones. It really, really is. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I think so. Now, the next one we're going to talk... excuse me. There's a burp by D&G Explorer, sponsored by...
Oh, Lord.
Let's see here. Chat check. Noah says, hey, Noah, good to see you, buddy.
Noah.
Hey, Miguel, welcome in, buddy. G. Wilson, let's just read some of the chat. G. Wilson says, one thing to keep in mind, especially at buffet dinners, pay attention to your carb and starches will weigh you down big time. It's true. It's true. That's all I eat. That's all I eat is carbs and starches. That's me.
Well, that's unfortunately my addiction. So the hard part is like not to eat those things. But I guess if you're at a buffet, you're better off starting with the things that aren't, so you can fit more in and cram some of those. So get the fruit, the eggs, get the protein.
It's true.
That kind of stuff first, and then grab the Mickey waffles. Get the bacon, the sausage, eggs, and fruit.
It's true. Yep. But the next one I do want to talk about is one of our favorites. This one to me, now we've done breakfast and lunch here.
Mm-hmm.
We've enjoyed both. And we enjoyed the food just as much on both.
Yeah. Was
the Garden Grill.
Yeah.
I don't know how this one ever gets a bad review. I know this is, and we can only go off of what we've been there for.
Right.
We thought they were fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I think everything gets a thumbs up.
Yep.
The food and the experience.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, Sherry, welcome in.
Hey,
Good
Sherry.
to see you. I'm sorry, but this one is just fantastic. The Garden Grill for lunch when we did it was one of the first things we ever did.
Right.
I still remember it.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really good. The food was good, and the characters were unbelievably good. Really good. Not last trip. Yeah, last trip. No, 2 trips ago, we went to Garden Grill for breakfast. It was incredible. It was awesome. The food was amazing. The characters were unbelievable. We got to see the characters at least twice. They came around twice.
You know it had to be good because our morning started out really crazy
it was
that
terrible.
day, and it was our last day there, and yet we still had an awesome experience.
We did.
So imagine what it's going to be like because we are going. It'll only be our 2nd day of the trip this time, and it's my birthday.
Yeah,
So
it's true. I
know
it's going to be awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, Garden Grill is fantastic. Mouse Talk, you can ask more sunshine until the cows come home. I like it. Thanks for the play. Jim, our pleasure, buddy. No problem at all. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Well, Steve, I think you're if I'm not mistaken, I know you're going this trip. I think you're really going to like it, bud. I really, really do. They have a cinnamon bun for breakfast that I think it has to be illegal because there must be an illegal drug in this thing.
With a huge.
No, I'm just kidding, everybody.
It's really good.
It is unbelievable how good that thing was. We could have ate just that and would have been fine.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
And the juice is good.
Everything's good. They do it like a special kind of juice.
Yeah, like a lot of them do. Like a mix of different.
And
juices.
Of course, it rotates very slowly and it's subtle. But if you look down and then look up in 10 minutes, you're in a whole different part of of where you were originally.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You can look down into Living with the Lamb. I love Garden Grill. I love it. Greg loves it too.
Steve wants to know if he should do breakfast or dinner. They're both good. I really enjoyed the breakfast.
I did
Maybe
too.
you could join us for breakfast, and then you can go to dinner.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'll see if we can get an extra one in there. That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Sunday morning.
Dreamer on Melissa's birthday, 25th.
Mm-hmm.
Dreamer Deborah says roast beef at Garden Grill, so tender and awesome dessert, great meal overall. Yeah. I agree because that's what I got.
Well, it's a family style, kind of like Liberty Tree.
Oh, that's right.
It is. They bring you platters of things, and you can get it refilled. They have salads and different meat selections. So it kind of reminds me a little bit, but I think it's more like roasted potatoes, and it's a little different, but similar. Right. It's a family style, just like they do for breakfast. They bring you out a big platter. You have the fruit, the cinnamon bun, the eggs, the Mickey waffles. You actually even get a chocolate hazelnut sauce for the waffles there, which you don't get at all the places. Yeah. The sausage, the bacon, stuff like that.
Robin, I'm sorry you weren't able to eat at Garden Grill. Hopefully you'll get that again because it is pretty darn awesome. The chat just jumped everybody. I apologize. The salad. G. Wilson talks about the salad. Brenner, Steve, have it for Brenner. Breakfast and dinner. There you go. Dreamer says, I'll do breakfast next time at Garden Grill. I think you'll really enjoy it. The characters were awesome. Mickey was great. I think Mickey came over and I think during the lunchtime, I think he sat down, if I remember correctly, for lunch when we did it way back. Remember, my parents were there.
I remember
Chip and Dale were great with my mom because that's her favorite. The last trip we went on, Pluto was fantastic. He was really messing around with us and having a good time. It was fantastic. And we got to see them twice. They came around twice. It was really, really nice.
They are, Steve. The characters are there for breakfast, too.
Yes.
That's a big part of it. They're really, really good. And like you said, sometimes you'll see them more than once because this restaurant isn't as big as some of the others. So they get more of a chance to get around. Not that big at all. Which is kind of neat.
Yep. It's like you have the outer, because it's circular. Yep. So you have the outer
rim.
And then, kind of like the outer rim that has tables and then the inner rim that has tables. And it's not double wide. It's not on both sides. Yeah. So the outer rim just spaces out. And then the inner rim, it's been a little while.
Because the first time we sat on the inside, and this last time we sat on the outside.
Yes.
And I don't quite remember how the inside part works.
Yep, but really, really good. I would recommend this to anybody and have no qualms about it. Miguel says we went when Alex was under a year old, he did great. And then Dale brought out a loud clapper. Oh, jeez. Alex screamed and screamed. I still give Dale the stink eye when I see him.
That's fantastic.
Armando Christian, welcome in. Thank you for being here.
Armando.
What kind of clapper? I don't even remember that. It must have been a while ago.
Well, yeah, because Alex has just turned, oh gosh.
How old is he? 4 or 5,
4 or
something
5.
like that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's that's weird. I wonder what that was. Poor Dale.
I bet you
Dale's probably like,
that clap right
yeah, I
again.
know. Miguel's like, don't come near us. Oh my gosh, yeah, I know, it's terrible.
4.
Just turned 4. Okay, that's what it is.
I was right the first time. Oh God, you might.
Gabriel Sugarboy, welcome in. Good to see you. I don't remember a clapper either. Geez, they probably got. You know what? No, and I'm being in all seriousness. They probably did that a few times, and it probably scared some kids to the point that they probably stopped.
It was probably Alex that made him stop.
Yeah, it might have. It might have been. You never know.
serious.
That's terrible. He is. Dale's a troublemaker.
Yeah.
Disney Circus Girl, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hey there.
Maybe the clapper that banished after that. Absolutely.
Oh,
But
so sweaty.
Garden Grill, highly recommend it. Now the next one we've done this for both breakfast and dinner. Dinner is not a character experience.
No.
Only breakfast. But the breakfast character dining experience was, again, awesome.
Yeah.
Food and experience.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Ohana. I think most of us in here have done it. If you haven't done it, raise your hand in the chat. Give us a hand up. We probably will have less of them than we will of those who have done it. But we loved Ohana. I thought it was really, really good. We were really pleasantly surprised with just how good it was the first time we did. Your mom was there for that trip.
Yes.
Your mother was there for that trip as well. We loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Love the Polynesian. I know you're not a big fan of it. I love the Polynesian.
I like the Polynesian. I just don't love like everybody else does. I'm the what's the word? Outcast.
Outcast. No, you're not. Ohana's very, very good. It's definitely so Ohana breakfast was so amazing, Greg. You're right. It was.
Mm-hmm.
It was, Greg. We enjoyed it. We thought it was amazing. Again, kind of buffet style, family style, not buffet, family style comes out.
Yeah.
Good portions. Good portions.
Yeah.
But you can keep getting
as
more
much
and
as you
more
want.
of
That's what's
whatever
great
you
about
want.
it.
Sausage was fantastic. Bacon was fantastic. I know it's sausage and bacon, but it was really fresh, really hot. I enjoyed it. I'm not even much of a juice drinker,
They have
but
that yummy juice.
I enjoyed the juice. The experience with the characters was amazing. They came around and thought it was fantastic.
They have a sweet bread that you get. There's special to that. It's like a coconut and pineapple.
Gabriel, we do
bread.
not play Fortnite, buddy. I'm sorry. I wish we did. I know Overlord does, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He probably brings some people in. There's Janet. She says, enjoyed it. Great breakfast at Ohana. Yep, that's Melissa's mother. Everybody say hi to Janet in the chat. But let's see. We enjoyed it. We thought it was really, really fantastic. Love the food at Ohana very much. Yes.
And they
Very
did
good.
like there. Didn't they have a photo pass? And when we went, they had a photo pass photographer, so
Mhm.
you could take family pictures, and it would be on. If you have the
Photo pass.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
Never
It's
mind.
called Photo Pass.
Anyway, so you could get the. Oh my god, I'm so hot. I'm like I have a terrible headache, and I'm like. Anyway, but
Yeah.
yeah, that
And they'll
made
put it right
even
on your
nice.
band.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
which
was nice.
great. So you could be in with your whole family.
Yep.
Not have to worry about
Pat,
some people being out of it. That was
Right.
great.
no,
They
Patrick,
should have more of that.
yeah, they should. Patrick, I don't remember a character breakfast on a boat. I don't. Do you remember one of those?
No.
He said it was in Lake Buena Vista. I don't remember one of those.
I wonder
Not
if it
at
was a
all.
specialty thing like they do, because we were looking at
Nice,
some other
Jeff.
experiences that look like they're just done like during
Yeah.
certain holidays and certain. It's probably not one that you can do all the time. So that's what my thought is, or it might have been some kind of
Okay.
special party.
Yeah.
I've seen people go out and do like fireworks parties on boats, and they have food, and they're really expensive to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember we saw when we could rent boats.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
you could rent a
Yeah.
boat and do like a party, and they would have appetizers and food.
Oh,
and
for
you
the-
can go out and
yes,
watch
for the
the
fireworks, yes. But if
But
you get a
that's
party of
something
4 or
different.
5 people and you're splitting it, that's not that bad.
This was something bigger than that, though, I thought. I think it had to be like 10 people. But you're right. If you had a group of people to split the cost with, or if you were lucky enough to have a couple extra bucks, then
Yeah.
it'd probably be well worth it.
Robin says she did dinner at Ohana. Not a huge fan. We're doing breakfast there next week. Our daughter loves Stitch. Finally getting her there at almost 22. That
It's
was
funny you
that
say
was
that,
them.
Robin.
Robin, I enjoyed dinner at Ohana. Melissa and the boys thought it was meh. So they tend to agree with you.
To be honest, I liked the food they brought out initially, like the salad. Our son Walter loved the salad. I liked the dumplings. I liked all of that. But once they started bringing the skewers around, which I thought was going to be the highlight, and then everybody talks up that delicious bread pudding. Number one, I'm not a big bread pudding fan, period. So you can all hate me.
And they love it.
But I didn't like it at all. And every time I got meat from one of the skewers, it was tough. It was grizzly. The shrimp ended up being the only thing I really ate, and I didn't love the flavor. So I was really bummed out by my dinner experience, Ohana. I guess my expectations, though, were way up there because I've heard so many good things, and we had such a good breakfast experience that I think maybe that was the problem. My expectations, like I was expecting it to be the most amazing thing I've eaten at Disney, and I was very disappointed.
Yeah, I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it. But, I mean, it wasn't the most amazing meal I've ever had. So
I do breakfast hands down any day.
But
if I had to pick.
Gabriel is...
Steve agrees.
Yep. Jacob, yes. Gabriel, we are neighbors to Jacob. For sure. And Andrea Houston says, we always went with our kids back in the mid-'90s, and now we go with our kids and grandkids. We have always loved Ohana. Ohana's great for breakfast. Really enjoyed it.
Yep.
Dreamer Deborah, I think it was food-wise for Steve, if he's like us. And I wound up eating the caramel sauce.
That was me too, Steve. I didn't like the bread. I just ate the ice cream. The caramel and the ice cream just with the spoon.
Gee, Wilson, that's not a bad idea. Maybe a window seat could be good too, especially at night.
Yeah,
if you're able to see the fireworks.
Would be. Yep.
Yep, Andrew Houston for breakfast. It's
it's
a really great experience for breakfast.
Yeah.
The characters were fantastic again, and the food was really good. Dinner was okay.
And they take the kids around and they do
they do like a
the
parade
conga line with the kids with Stitch and Lilo. And
Pluto's there too.
Yeah, that was really cute.
Yeah,
and
I think Mickey's there too.
Really nice there too, and just the all-around experience was good there.
Yep. And the other one that we've done, and we've done this one pretty recently too. Snuck up on her. It worked. That's funny.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. The other one we did do, and this was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
I thought this was really good. We were really excited when we heard about it. Trattoria Al Forno. We did the Bon Voyage breakfast.
This is at the
This was really good. Right? Yes, at the boardwalk. I'll let you tell them a little bit about it. Go ahead.
We went shortly after it started our trip. We found out, it had opened a few months prior to that. And this is where you get to meet the Tangled characters. You get to meet Rapunzel and Flynn Rider, and then Ariel and Eric. And they're some of my most favorites anyway. If you had thrown in Beast and Belle, it would have been like heaven.
Right.
But
no, it's true. It's true.
For me,
no, it's true.
They're like some of my most, and Cinderella too. But anywho, I was really excited because you don't tend to really get to meet the princesses with their counterparts.
With
the princes, and I thought that was amazing. We went into the restaurant. I really kind of liked the decor. A lot of wood, a lot of it. It's an Italian restaurant, and it's regular dining any other time of the day. But they did a good job. I can't even know what I'm trying to say. It's not like they decorate the restaurant.
They don't, but first off, the aesthetic is really nice inside. But the food, the presentation of the food is really good.
Yes.
It really is. The presentation itself, and I know this sounds funny, is actually really appealing. The breakfast pastries that they brought out were really nice.
They bring them out in one of those cast iron skillets.
They bring them out in the cast iron skillet.
Like what Rapunzel uses to hit, as a weapon, which is awesome. And then they have a pastry that has a powdered sugar. It has one of her sons, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And then even when you order your foods, like you can, like the yogurt parfait they'll have like a little sugar cookie that's in the shape of like a moon or a star or something to do with a crab like Sebastian. I really like the attention to detail. I guess that's what I'm looking for.
Yes, very
because
good.
they have to make up for it, I think, in terms of theming. So I thought they did a really good job with that. And their selections are different than other places. So this is the place you're going to get the different types of breakfast foods.
Absolutely.
And the portions are large.
Yeah.
So you get like a steak and eggs. Everything's pretty fancy. Like things will have what they call gravy, which is the Italian, tomato sauce.
Hey, Christy, good to see you.
Very different selections, but they also have pancakes with like fruit compote. And with me, when I got that, because I wanted us to get different things so I could take photos at the time, I had them put that on the side.
Right.
Because I didn't want to get them soggy. So it's like they'll definitely work with you, and it has a lot of different selections. And then I just thought it was fun, and the experience was great.
Yep. Deborah, the Snow White dinner is called Storybook Dining. That's over at Artist Point at Wilderness Lodge. I've heard good things about it. I don't know that it necessarily appeals to me with my palate on what I like to eat, but I've heard good things about it. Christy's Corner, welcome in. Good to see you. And Noah, yes, I did know that tonight is the After Hours Villains event. So I'm hoping to see some stuff on that. Absolutely. But yes, Trattoria Al Forno was really, really nice. And also what I really liked about it, first off, characters were really good.
Yeah.
I thought, you know, the guys looked great. The girls were very pretty. Everybody was very personable.
Yes.
They were fantastic. They came around. They spent time with you. They were really good. What I also liked about this place, it was one, and maybe you guys get this a lot. We didn't get this a lot. The manager came out and actually asked us, how's your experience going? Are you enjoying yourselves? Are there any problems, any issues? Is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah.
That was new. That was actually the only other place I think we've ever experienced that was here.
And
would you agree?
Yes, and our server was above amazing.
She was
at this
great.
restaurant. She went above and beyond. She was so personable. She was fantastic. And Flynn did the smolder.
Yes. Yeah. It was awesome. I mean, it was the Trattoria Al Forno is pretty darn awesome. I do highly recommend it. Plus, the boardwalk is a really great area. You can go walk around the boardwalk when you're done or beforehand, or you can take the boat straight over to Hollywood Studios, or even I think you can even probably get to Epcot. It's a really nice experience over there. We enjoyed ourselves thoroughly. I really was surprised with how nice that, because I didn't know.
Right.
We didn't know. We didn't know what to expect. We just thought it was going to be like any other character dining. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah. It's probably in my top maybe 3. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian. Welcome in, buddy. Good
here.
To see you. Thanks for being here. We miss you. Hope you're doing well, bud. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope Jen's doing well. Hope you're doing good, bud.
And it's funny you say that, Dreamer Deborah. We really had very little experience with the boardwalk
little.
That's another thing. Give yourself time to get there. The whole time, Walt's like, we're going to miss it. We're going to miss it. We're going to miss it. And we had left like over an hour, I think, before.
We did. I really thought we were going to miss it.
We had to get go somewhere and then to get the boat and get there. So give yourself plenty of time. But this actually started our love of the boardwalk, because since we've gone back, we love the pizza window on the boardwalk. You know, you've got the ice cream place. What's it called?
What?
The ice cream place on the boardwalk.
Oh, Ample Hills.
Ample Hills Creamery. So
Congrats,
there's all
Brian.
kinds of stuff on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
We've yet to do. There's jelly rolls. There's flying fish. Right. There's all kinds of great stuff.
Yeah.
I would really like to stay. This is a whole other show.
The pizza window.
Yep.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry. I was reading the chat. My apologies.
Somebody's got to read the chat.
Yep.
I can't blah. But anyway, boardwalk's amazing. But that'll be a show for another day.
Yep. It is. It's really nice. Brian, congrats on the 6 sales this week, buddy. That's awesome. Congrats.
Awesome.
Good job. But hey, Christy's Corner, good to see you. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said hi to you, and I apologize if we didn't.
We did.
Ample Hills, Apple Hills too. But no, it's Ample Hills.
She was washing her face.
Trattoria Al Forno is really nice. I think you'll like it. Trattoria Al Forno, definitely a good one. Go check it out for sure. I think you would really enjoy that. But it is becoming a harder reservation to get, so keep that in mind when you're thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm booking my Disney trip on the 18th of June. Nice, Brian.
Yay.
Brian is going to Disney, guys. Disney World. Brian's out in the Disneyland area. He's a local. He goes there all the time. But looks like he's going to be going to Disney World. I'm really happy for him, buddy. That's awesome. Good for you. And then the other two that we have done are dinner shows. Dinner, not really necessarily character dining, but dinner shows / character dining. And that is, of course, we've done the backyard barbecue, which kind of was a character dining, and we didn't really enjoy that. For us, it just wasn't our thing. It wasn't our genre, I guess. We didn't necessarily enjoy it. My family that went with us really did enjoy it. My sisters and my mom and dad, they liked it. We weren't a big fan of it, but it's gone now, unfortunately, with the new resort, the DVC resort that's coming over by that area, over where the old River Country used to be. That's where that's going, so that's no longer there.
Oh, I want some mint chocolate chip ice cream, Steve. That's one of my favorites.
Yep. So I have to look into that. Thank you for Samantha. Yep.
Jake, I don't think you'll break anything. You mean like by throwing things?
Oh yeah, I know.
We had that conversation one day in the car.
The backyard barbecue, Steve. I don't know. We didn't enjoy it, But again, it's different for everybody because the other people that were there, they looked like they were having a heck of a time. They really were, and we were just okay.
We're not that into country music, so it probably didn't help.
Well,
but it's not there anymore, so you don't have to worry about it. It's done.
Yeah.
But there you go, Robin.
And
that was the next one.
That was the next one. Robin said it right there. We have done Hoop-Dee-Doo review. What did he say?
Backyard barbecue was their favorite. Sorry.
Hey, nothing wrong. But that's the key. That's what makes these so much fun. You never know. That's exactly right. You might like something that someone else doesn't like. That's the whole point of it. That's why they have these different things, because they understand it's going to appeal to different people, and it gives other people other chances for sure. So there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And then the last one was
Whoop-Dee-Doo review.
Right.
Well, Robin just mentioned it, so I was kind of like, yeah, that's the one we really enjoyed. And it's been a really long time, but it's left a lasting impression on us for sure. So that's a great one to check out, and we'd love to do it again sometime soon.
But the Hoop-Dee-Doo review was fantastic because it's, first off, you can participate. They can call you up on stage. They do a lot of interacting with the crowd. The food is chicken and corn and beans and mac and cheese, fried chicken, ribs, and it was really, really awesome. We really enjoyed it a lot. We really enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was fantastic. They are really funny. The show is high energy. It's so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I think it's well worth the value for the price too. We haven't done Spirit of Aloha, Steve.
No, we keep hearing mixed things. Every time I go in and read reviews on Spirit of Aloha, I've heard the food isn't so great, and I know the experience looks fun, but I'm just kind of wondering. And yes, the strawberry shortcake. Dreamer Deborah, you're right.
Absolutely is the bomb.
So give me that over bread pudding any day.
Yep. Christy, you got some good ones. Christy's going to have Jiko, Yak and Yeti, Snow White, California Grill, Ohana, Boma. Those are all fantastic. We've done a few of them. We've done Yak and Yeti. We've done Ohana. We've done Boma. All very good.
Great.
Yep.
And then there are ones, of course, we haven't done yet. There are a few dining experiences
that
I'm sure you guys can put some input on, but we haven't tried. There's 1900 Park Fair.
Nope, haven't done that one. Almost did it last trip, and then we changed it.
We changed our minds as to where we were going to go. But that one I would really like to do, and I'm still up in the air as to whether I would want to do breakfast or lunch because it's a whole different character experience. One of them is Alice, and the other is
Cinderella.
Yeah, and the princesses and all,
evil stepsisters. Yeah.
So I would love to meet the stepsisters. Any of the vlogs I've seen, they usually have great interaction.
Yeah.
But I would also love to do the Alice stuff because that's not ones you get to see very much either. So you guys will have to give me your opinions on that.
Yep.
So yeah, Steve's saying it's about the same as Chef Mickey's probably.
But G. Wilson says it's their top two favorites. So there you go. The other one is Akershus. We haven't done Akershus yet. That's over in the Norway Pavilion. I think it's Norway. Yeah. It's Norway. Norway or Germany. I think it's Norway Pavilion. We haven't done Akershus.
No,
and that's a princess dining.
That one worries me too, though, because I know it has part of it is a buffet, like where they have kind of weird things like cold fishes and cheeses and stuff, and I'm like, but then you have your regular entrees too, so I'd give it a shot, but it's not on my top. Like, gotta do this. There's so many other places I want to try first, which is why we haven't done it yet.
Gotcha. And Christy's Corner, no, not at all. No, that's not bragging at all, and it's bragging that's well deserved. She said she's now a size 8 with 30 pounds to go. First off,
the smallest I've ever been is an 8, and if I can get back to that, I'll be happy. You should be fine right where you're at. I can't imagine you want to lose 30 pounds more. There won't be anything left. But congratulations.
Yes, that's a wonderful accomplishment. Congratulations.
I constantly battle with that, so I'm up and down all the time. So that's awesome. You rock.
Brian, I remember that top 10 list with T-Rex, and T-Rex would make it, but this is about character dining. But yes, I enjoyed T-Rex. We really enjoyed T-Rex a lot. I like it better than Rainforest Cafe, personally. Speaking of that. But Akershus we've never done. Would like to do that. We've never done Cape May Cafe. That's another one.
And I don't even know much about that experience. I'd almost forgotten about that one, to be honest. Has anyone here ever done the Cape May Cafe character dining?
Yeah, see, I would like that. I would like to do Cape May Cafe. I think that's the one with like Minnie and Mickey and them are there. Brian, we know, buddy. We're teasing back. No problem at all. Don't even worry about it.
Brian, teasing us?
Yeah, no.
I'm shocked and appalled.
I know. Cape May Cafe, though. We've never done Cape May Cafe. Not yet. It would be another one I'd like to do. But that's one for sure. too much like fish. Steve, are you thinking of Cape May Cafe or are you thinking of Flying Fish?
Oh, well,
because they're both. I think people get them two mixed up a lot. But Cape May Cafe, I don't know if maybe that's the one you're thinking of. But Flying Fish, I've heard good things about. But for character dining, it's Cape May Cafe. But is Cape May with Rapunzel and Flynn? No, that's Trattoria
Al Forno.
Yes, that's Trattoria Al Forno. Crystal Palace is a must-do, Brian. You'll like it. Oh, it was Cape May. Okay.
Oh, at least you got to go to Disneyland, Jake. We haven't been there yet.
No, not yet.
You'll have to go at some point. It's well worth it. You can come down and visit Mason when he's down there.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna have an annual pass, so
he'll
take you.
Yeah. And then the other two we haven't tried yet, obviously, is Storybook Dining, which everybody talked about. We haven't done that yet.
Right.
I still don't know that we will.
Yeah.
The menu palette for me, and even for Melissa's,
I would eat it. There are a couple things on there I would try, but it's even a little adventurous for me. Some of it makes me nervous because I never want to put a ton of money into something and then be afraid that I'm not going to eat it. It's not like a cruise where you can send it back and say, I want the other thing.
Yeah.
You know, so that's one thing that's great about cruise dining. You can always send it back and say, get me something else. But when you're spending that kind of money, I want to make sure I'm going to enjoy what I'm eating.
That's exactly right. Cape May Seafood Buffet. I've heard it's amazing.
Oh, okay. So it is a seafood buffet.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to try it.
Well,
I
Steve
really
would know
would.
better if he's been.
Tiger ears for Jen when they go. And that's nice, Brian. Awesome, buddy. I can't wait. I'm really excited for you guys.
I know. I was looking at Meg's ears on Etsy last night, and I saw a couple pair that I want. So I'm trying to get that together for sure.
Yep. And then the other one we haven't done is Hollywood and Vine. And, of course, that's going to change.
Yeah. Well, I might be eating there alone. Right, Steve? I'll be eating at Hollywood and Vine.
Well, we're off
28th.
In a galaxy far, far
Anybody
away.
wants to come down with
29th.
me, doesn't care about Star Wars Land as much, you can always come eat with me. We got a reservation for 3, I think it is. So
it's going to be a reservation for 1. Maybe 2. Mason will be with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Steve, that would be me too. I would eat the desserts and then maybe one other thing on the menu that I was like, I think I would like that. I don't even want to eat prime rib because it looks like it's going to get up and moo. So that's the only thing I'm afraid to try because it's so pink all the time. Gotcha. I know that's how it's supposed to be made, but it makes me scared.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, Jacob. We didn't know who that was, and he wasn't really posting anything, so we're real fast with that. So we apologize. So if you see him, tell him we didn't mean to time him out. He wasn't really posting anything, so we weren't sure if it was going to be a troll or not. So we apologize.
It's 300 seconds, so it's not super long.
No, not at all. Well then, Steve, it is a must-do for me next. Hoping to be there in January. Nice, very nice. Yep. But that's it. That was our list, guys. That is our character dinings that we've done, the ones we haven't, and kind of a yin and yang, yes and no of what we do and don't like about them. But we definitely appreciate everybody. I do want to go over it. Walt might not be able to eat after the Tower of Terror ride anyway. That's true. You're exactly right. Christy, thank you.
Thank you, Christy.
What'd she say?
She gave us a code for where you can go on Ever After by Patty.
Oh, nice.
I have to write that down.
All right.
Because I'll forget in time. So I can go back
just saw Mickey Views is going live from Villains After Hours at 9:50. Nice. Okay.
Check them out.
All right. Mickey Views, that's a good channel. That kid, he does a good job. He definitely does. He goes to school with. Oh, okay, Jacob. I'm sorry, buddy. We didn't mean to time him out. Great list. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate that.
Tell him next time to say hey, and this is so insane.
Yes. Now, before we head out, everybody, I do want to talk very quickly about, and thank you, everybody. We appreciate it. Glad you guys liked it. I want to talk about the next person on our community spotlight that we'll be doing. Of course, like I said, last week was all about Steve and Steve's World. And this week, it's going to be all about Dan. Dan, Disney Dan.
That was hard to guess, right? Since he's our partner channel.
Well, that's exactly right. Yep. AGC Magic TV, welcome in. Good to see you. But Dan will be who we feature this week. Again, for those who haven't, if you haven't already subscribed to Disney Dan, go out and subscribe to Dan's channel. Dan has a great channel. Lots of fun videos, vlogs, live streams on Saturdays. Dan's a lot of fun. He's a former cast member, so he has a lot of insight too. Please go check out his channel. Subscribe to him if you haven't. Watch his videos. They're a lot of fun. Hey, Jack, welcome in. And all week long, I'll be supporting him and promoting some of his videos and, of course, his channel. And, of course, he'll be doing the 10-question challenge as well. And on Tuesdays, Mouse Madness, I'll be giving you the answers to his 10 questions. So I'm hoping you guys like this. It's just a little something that we do to kind of give back to the community that's very supportive to us. We do our best in any way we can, and we want to do where we can to support people.
Absolutely.
Yep. But yeah, Dan is awesome, Robin. He absolutely is.
I'm looking forward to his Food Friday tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually have the day off. I am so excited.
Yes, Melissa's actually got a day off tomorrow.
I know.
Absolutely.
It's like the world's coming to an end.
Thank you, John. I appreciate that. But it's something I came up with. I thought it would be a good idea. And Steve, I hope you can attest to it. I do my very best to post at least one video every single day.
So tonight ends my reign. Such a sad day. That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh, you guys are funny. But well, guys, I hope everybody enjoyed it. A couple Andrea, no, everybody's very kind to us. It's the least,
oh my gosh,
least I can do, we can do for sure. Yes, follow Dan there as well. You can follow him on YouTube. He's got a Twitter account as well. I think he's got Instagram as well. Steak and watch Disney Dance Now. Yeah, I know. I heard Rob had a problem with that. Rob Fuzz. But of course, thank you to both our partner channels, Steve at Steve's World and Dan Disney Dan. They're very supportive of us. We definitely appreciate them.
I started reading Steve's notes and say, "What about me?" And then, oh, thank you, Steve. Not true, but
no, it's not true.
Sweet.
But anyway, liveplace.com as well. Please go out and check out Dreamers Empire Dean. Dean does a really good job. He really does. He supports everybody. Go out and check out the liveplace.com as well. Captain Akron, welcome in.
Hey.
Oh, I think you were in here
Yes.
earlier. Okay. Well, no, I hadn't seen a comment from a while. Well, hey again. Nice time tonight, all. Thanks, Dream of Deborah.
Thanks,
Definitely,
guys.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody for being here.
Yep, time off for sure. But thank you, everybody. We definitely appreciate the support. We appreciate you coming in. Thank you to those who gave us the super chats tonight. Very generous.
Thanks, guys.
It goes towards making the channel better.
Yeah.
For those that don't know,
thanks to you.
Thanks to you guys.
We
there
have
it
our
is.
camera.
We finally got it. There it is. The camera, the G7X. We will be doing lots of stuff with it.
We're
as you
still
can
learning
see.
it.
Yay! There's me.
Oh, but here's Cam right in time.
And
saying good night.
so we will be doing a lot with the camera, vlogs, things of that nature. We're going to be testing it. So we thank you, everybody, for everything, all the support. It means the world to us. And other than that, we hope everybody has a great night. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for sure. I don't think Chris is going live tonight at 10, but go check out Mickey Views if he's going to go live from the Villains thing. That'll be a lot of fun. But I hope everybody has a great night. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And we'll talk to everybody.
Yep, he's here, John.
Yeah, he's here. He's there.
It's much too hot to pick him up.
Yeah.
Melting.
Take care of yourselves and each other, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.